So in this video, I'm going to be talking about installing the Java runtime environment on your machine or on your laptop or computer. So to start with, you're going to download the Java JDK and install it and test it to see if it is installed correctly. After that, you download the Eclipse IDE and install it and test if it is installed correctly. Then after that, you're going to write a simple program to test if actually our installation has been completed successfully. Okay. So to start with, go to a browser of your choice. In my case, I'm using Microsoft Edge. I'm going to go to Google. So Google, the first thing that you're going to download is going to be the Java JDK. So just type JDK. Okay. So you should get the JDK from from oracle.com. Don't get it from any other site, but just oracle.com. Then go to Java downloads. Then wait for the page to load. When the page loads, you should see the JDK. So we have JDK 24 right now. So there's Linux version, there's Mac OS, there's Windows. So I'm looking for the Windows version in my case because I'm using Windows. If you're on Mac OS, download for Mac OS. If you're on Linux, you should download for Linux, right? So what you do is that I'm going to get the installer. Okay. I'll click on the link for the installer. Okay, click on this link. So the download starts. So in my case, I already have the JDK downloaded. So I'm just going to close this off. Okay, and I'm going to go to my installers and find the JDK. So I'll say installers. So I'll try to run it. So the JDK 23 and JDK 24. I think what I already have installed on my machine is JDK 23 actually. So I'll just try to help you run you through the process of installing this. I already have it installed on my computer. I don't need to reinstall it. So okay, so this is requesting for permission. So we say yes. So I'm saying prepare install. Okay. So even if I have that pop up, it's still okay. I don't need to have this installed. So when you click on a JDK and it starts to run, just make sure that you enable everything and then leave all the settings as default. Okay, and then make sure that you wait for the installation to run until up to finish. Then when you run your installation up to the finish, the next steps that I'm going to show is after you've let the JDK run continuously for some period, right? Because I'm not going to install it because I already have it installed on my machine. So when you double click the JDK, give it permission to run, let it install for as long as it needs to install. Then after you do that installation, you go to the folder where it's going to be installed. In most cases, on Windows, you're going to find it installed on the disk drive where the operating system is. Then you should find program files. Okay, so in the program files, you're going to find Java. Okay, then you're going to find JDK 22. If there are different versions that you have, get the version that you want. Then after you go that you have this, go into the bin folder, and then you need to copy this link on top here. Okay, just copy this link like this. After you copy this link, you need to search for environment variables. So we have this that says edit system environment variables. This is what I want to run. This is the program I want to run. Then I'll go to environment variables. So when you come to environment variables, there are two types of variables. There's user variables and system variables. So you need to go to system variables. Then here type Java _ home like this, and then paste the link to the bin in the JDK folder, right? Then you press what you press OK. So I'm not going to press OK because I already have that installed here. Okay, as Java home. So I'll just press OK here and OK because I already have this installed. So now after the installation has run and then you now have installed the environment variables, how do you test to see if the JDK has been installed correctly? To do that, you go to the command prompt. Okay, so the command prompt, I'll just change my color to B. Okay, why? Because that's what I want. I just want it to look like that. Nothing special about it. So to test if the JDK has been installed correctly, what you do is that you're going to type in Java-version. Okay. So if you run this, you're going to have Java version 22. So for me, it says I have Java version 22. It's saying Java SE. So this is standard edition, runtime environment, build 22.0. Okay, so it shows you all these details about the installation. So once you see these details, you know that the JDK has been installed correctly, the environment variables have been installed correctly, and the installer has run successfully. Okay, but if you don't see these details, it means that you have to retry to do the installation. Maybe get a lower, downgrade the JDK or upgrade the JDK if you are the lower version. Okay, so once you have the JDK installed, you know how to download you know need to download Eclipse, the IDE you're going to be using to write the source code. So to do that, we still have to go back to Google. Okay, so go to google.com, and this time around the software going to be looking the software going to be looking for is Eclipse. Okay, so once the Google page loads, what you're going to type in is Eclipse. Okay, so once you type in Eclipse, this link should load. So make sure that you visit the Eclipse that is on the link or the domain www.eclipse.org. Don't visit any other site. Okay, so you go there. Then what you're going to look for is the download button. Okay, so you want to download Eclipse. So you have to scroll down. So here you have install your favorite desktop IDE package. Yes. So which one do you download? So x86-64 means 64-bit. So I'll download this one. Okay. Then I'll say download. And here we go. My download starts automatically. So in my case, I already have the Eclipse installed, right? I already have the Eclipse, downloaded, and actually still installed. But what I will do is that, so I'll cancel this download. But for you in your case, since you don't have it downloaded, let it finish downloading, and then find where your installer is going to be after the download. In my case, the installer is going to be installer's folder. What I'll do is that, now to run Eclipse, what I'll do is that I'll just double click on Eclipse here, and the installer after I'm done downloading. Double click the installer like that. Okay, so now Eclipse has started running. So once Eclipse shows you this icon, just let it run and load. Then for the installation, you are going to need internet. So once this loads, you need to find Eclipse is used to write a lot of softwares. Then when you're looking for the installation, you need to install the Java environment in Eclipse. So you let it run. Okay, so after the Eclipse has run, it will look like this. Okay, so here you have Eclipse IDE for Java developers, you have Eclipse IDE for Enterprise Java and Web, here you have Eclipse IDE for C++, C++ developers, IDE for embedded C++ developers, Eclipse for PHP developers, all these options that you have. But what we're really looking for in this case is the standard edition for Java. So click on Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So here to tell you to install a JDK, so it has found a JDK on the machine. If you don't have a JDK pre-installed, it will install a JDK for you. Let's see, it even shows you the installation folder. So now what you do is just click install. So now this installation procedure requires internet access. So make sure that you have strong internet access. And if you have strong internet access, just let it load and load and load and load, and then after that the environment will be done installing. Okay, so in my case, I already have this installed, so I cannot wait for it to keep installing. So what I'll just simply do is just simply cancel this installation. Okay, so after I cancel the installation, however, when you open the Eclipse IDE, it will look like this. Okay, so it will say Eclipse IDE. For me, the version I'm using is 2024, right? 06. So it's still starting Eclipse IDE. Okay. It's saying starting Eclipse IDE. Okay, so the first time that your IDE opens, it might look like this or something, but you might have an option. It will not really look like this, but you have the option that says Java project, right? So in that case, if you don't want to use that option, you just come, if you want to create a new project, you come to file, and then you say new you say new project, so you say Java project. Project name that you want to call it, you call it, maybe I'll call it starter, or use JDK 22, then I'll just go finish. Okay, so there you go. This project here. So since I've already built in our projects here, I want to have the welcome page. So from there I can also make like the first class. I'll say new, no, I'll say class. The package, I'm going to call it STST, and then I'm going to call this starter, right? Then I'll say public, put a tab of public static void main, then I'll say finish. Okay, so our first class, there we go, we have our first class. Then here I'm going to say system dot out dot println. print line. And I'm going to say welcome to Java programming. Welcome to Java. Welcome to Java programming. This. I'll save this, then I'll compile this program. So there we go, we have in our console welcome to Java programming. So just like that, you would have installed the Java environment. So first of all, download the JDK, install the JDK, verify that it's installed correctly. 2, download Eclipse and run Eclipse. You need internet connection, let it load. Inside Eclipse, you're going to need to install the Eclipse IDE for Java developers, support standard Java edition or Java standard edition. So yeah, after that, that's all. You would have installed your Java environment on your machine.